is Randeep, bringing you all the information that you need to understand the game called Summarized Spoken Text. Now, about Summarized Spoken Text, it is one of the few question types that test takers struggle with. However, you will be surprised to know that most students, even the ones with average English skills, manage to do pretty well in this item type. We have found that the reason most test takers approach this question type with fear and caution is because they do not know how to listen or what information to take note of or how to express in writing what they have understood, or they struggle to contain their answers within 70 words. In this video series, I will describe strategies and tips to overcome these problems and more. When you master these strategies and tips with proper practice, this question type will seem like a walk in the park. However, to understand and implement these strategies, you must first understand the rules of the game. Now, Summarized Spoken Text is a listening section item type that has 2 or 3 questions. It assesses both listening and writing skills. It tests your ability. Now, these words are important, so do take note. It tests your ability to comprehend, analyze, combine, and summarize the key points of a lecture that you hear in writing. The top section of the screen for Summarized Spoken Text will contain instructions. The instructions will say something to the effect, you will hear a short lecture, write a summary for a fellow student who was not present at the lecture. You should write 50 to 70 words. You will have 20 minutes to finish this task. Your response will be judged on the quality of your writing and how well your response presents the key points presented in the lecture. These instructions will remain same for all questions in this item type. So do not waste time reading them, but understand and be aware of them. We've observed that PT test takers equipped with the knowledge of PT machine scoring system for Summarized Spoken Text do far better than students who are not, no matter the level of your English skills. If you understand the machine scoring system for this item type and know the skills that you're lagging in, and if you're smart enough, you can develop strategies and techniques suited to your academic English and PT skills to beat the machine scoring system and maximize your score. The communicative skills scored in this section are listening and writing. The listening sub-skills tested in this section are identifying the topic, theme or main ideas, summarizing the main idea, identifying supporting points or examples, identifying the speaker's purpose, style, tone or attitude, understanding academic vocabulary, inferring the meaning of unfamiliar words, comprehending explicit and implicit information, comprehending concrete and abstract information, classifying and categorizing information, following an oral sequencing of information, comprehending variations in tone, speed, and accent. The writing sub-skills tested are writing a summary, writing under timed conditions, taking notes while listening to a recording, communicating the main points of a lecture in writing, organizing sentences and paragraphs in a logical way, using words and phrases appropriate to the context, using correct grammar, correct spelling, and correct mechanics. The machine scoring system will mark you on the enabling skills of content, form, grammar, vocabulary, and spelling. You will have to show your aptitude in sub-skills to score full marks in these enabling skills. The total score for summarized written text question type is got by adding the score for enabling skills. This score is then allocated to communicative skill of listening and writing and to your overall score. Content is the first enabling skill scored by the machine scoring system. the maximum score for content is 2 and the minimum score is 0. If you score 0, the machine scoring system will not mark you on other enabling skills and your score for that particular summarized spoken text question will be 0. Content for summarized spoken text tests the bulk of listening and writing skills. To score perfect marks in this section, your goal should be to summarize all the key points or topics or ideas along with all the essential supporting points, topics and ideas without misrepresenting the primary topic of the speaker. You get maximum score 2 if you write a good summary and mention all relevant aspects. You score 1 if you provide a fairly good summary but do not mention 1 or 2 important aspects. You score 0 only if you omit or misrepresent the main aspects of the lecture. After content, you will be marked on the enabling skill of form. Scoring for form is easy for this question type and almost all test takers score full marks for form. You can score a maximum 2 and lowest 0 for form. According to the PD score guide, you get the maximum score 2 if your summary contains 50 to 70 words. You score 1 if your summary contains 40 to 49 words or 71 to 100 words. You score 0 only if your summary contains fewer than 40 and more than 100 words or if your answer is in capital letters. Scoring for grammar is quite simple. The machine scoring system tests if you can form sentences that are concise, syntax with correct basic grammar, and communicate the intended meaning clearly. The score is 2 while the minimum score is 0. You score 2 only if your answer has correct grammatical structure. You score 1 if there are some grammatical errors that do not hinder communication. You score 0 only if your grammar is so off that it hinders communication. So remember, comprehensibility is the main criteria for assessing grammar. For vocabulary, you can score maximum 2 and minimum 0. You score 2 if your choice of words in the answer is appropriate. You score 1 if there are some lexical errors, but these do not hinder communication. You score 0 only if your word choice is so defective that it hinders communication. To score well in vocabulary, the PD machine scoring system will look at if you have used academic words where necessary, if you have shown lexical range by using synonyms where necessary. We will describe further how and where to show vocabulary skills in our next video. Most test takers who revise their answers for spelling score full points for this enabling skill. You score 2 for correct spelling. You score 1 for 1 spelling error. And you score 0 for more than 1 spelling error. Now that is the game. I'm sure you have questions, so shoot away in the comments. In the next video, the link to which is in the description, I will provide tips and possible strategies to tackle this item type. If you like this video, share, like, comment and subscribe. And support us by enrolling in a course that you need for 1 attempt PT success. If you have any questions about our courses, get in touch by any means given on the contact page of our website. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you and goodbye for now.